What's up, Denver? What is going on? Some late arrivals. Come on in. Welcome to the Cone Zone. I am Axl Cones. I'm going to get right into this monologue tonight because I want to talk to Mr. Florendo. Tonight we're going to talk about people who should not be celebrities. Is it just me, or does it seem as though this country is getting a tad carried away with making celebrities out of anyone? People who should not be celebrities, forgive me, but I have to throw my 2 cents in here. The reason I bring up this topic, I was watching some videotapes that I found in a box that was buried in the back of my closet. On one of these VHS cassettes was a Channel 4 news program from a few years ago. I thought it'd be kind of cool to see what happened in Denver and what the top stories were for that particular day. On this particular news program was a story about a male who, while wearing a tutu, roller skated up and down Denver's infamous Colfax Avenue. So after...
Wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
You looked at me funny.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I thought you said something.
I thought you were setting me up.
Oh, no. I thought you said something.
No.
Okay. So after I threw up lunch, and I'm not looking at you again.
Okay.
I continued to watch as all the bystanders who were interviewed kept saying how great he was because he was expressing himself. And, you know, I knew it was a slow news day, and the station had some time to fill, but this story was like watching a kitten get tortured. My advice to all the news channels, next time you want to kill some time, rather than running stories about attention-seeking AIDS patients who could drop dead at the drop of an HIV-infected penis. How about, all right, we got our first groans of the night. How about interviewing the guy who hasn't missed a day of work in 10 years, even though his boss is a bigger dick than Hitler? Or how about interviewing the only high school student in America who isn't packing heat, but rather has perfect attendance and straight A's for 7 years in a row? But no, that'll never happen because in this country, we're fixated on all that's wrong with society. For example, last year, 5 local bands and I put on a benefit concert for charity, and we did not receive 1 second of TV airtime. But this city shut down when we learned that that fat fuck Shagman from Rocky's Autos wasn't going to do commercials anymore. You tell me what's wrong with this picture. Andy Warhol said that everybody's famous for 15 minutes. And you know what? I'm fine with that. But in that 15 minutes, you damn well better have some kind of talent. I'm so tired of watching untalented slugs who are in the right place at the right time as the paparazzi treat them like they're some type of royalty as the Brinks trucks rolls up to their Beverly Hills pads. The prime example of this, and I hate to surface this topic again, but the O.J. Simpson jurors. After this sideshow ended, they were all writing books, touring the talk show circuit, and doing beaver shots for Penthouse. My opinion, as soon as this collective IQ jury of lettuce heads botched the most obvious guilty verdict in court history, they should never have been heard from again. Now, I don't want to seem like a bitter bitch, but folks, something needs to be done in this country and fast. I gotta glare. So I made a top 10 list of people who I think we should never treat like celebrities. Ever. Number 10, assholes who claim to have had contact with aliens. You know, it seems to me that nobody has the balls to say to these people, quit smoking crack, get a life, and the only aliens in this country are those who wear bad cowboy hats, staying alive brown button-snap shirts, and don't speak a word of English, okay? Number 9, Peter Coors. Every time I see this river polluter on my TV screen as he's walking around the snowy Rocky Mountains telling us that he cares about everybody over 21 who buys his product, I change the channel. Don't let his, oh, what a caring man smile. This asshole would sell beer to a 10-year-old if he could get away with it. Number 8, people in pornography. Okay. I didn't know we had some porn chicks in the house tonight. I love porn chicks who think there's some sort of Shakespearean actresses and who turn their semen cake noses up every time they don't, nobody takes them seriously. Let me be the one to knock you off cloud 9. You take a meat thermometer in the butt for a living, okay? You're the lowest rung on the actress ladder. Get over yourselves. My personal favorite was the porn actor Peter North, who wrote a book entitled, quote, How to Pick Up Women.
Oh.
Yeah, that's great, Peter. I was just waiting for Peter North to collaborate with Pope John Paul and release the sequel, How to Score with Women. Didn't know the Pope was in town either. Number 7, protesters. These people epitomize the phrase, we have no life but still manage to get on the evening news and in newspapers. Are people's lives that lonely that they have to do the following? Friday night, go to the grocery store, buy $20 worth of supplies, come home, make a sign so that on a Saturday they can chant and carry their signs on the steps of our state capitol for 6 hours to protest the government on how they waste time and money. Protesters should never have a camera and a microphone shoved into their worthless holes. Instead, they should be tear gassed like an out-of-control African soccer crowd. Number 6, honey, close your ears. Courtney Love. You know, the untalented tramp who was married to Nirvana's Kurt Cobain. Everybody knew Courtney Love as the drug-abusing, alcoholic, stripping waste of flesh that Kurt Cobain used as a sperm receptacle on a daily basis. Every interview I see with Courtney Love, she has something to say that's even dumber than the last. I now see why Kurt Cobain decided to add his brain splatter to the powder blue walls of his Seattle home. I think if I ever came home every night to find my gravy-training, fat, drunk hoe with heroin needles sticking out of her like Dr. Wang's acupuncture therapy, I couldn't go on either. By the way, it's no coincidence that Courtney Love's band is called Hole. Number 5, RuPaul. Folks, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is this country so wretched that we have to look up to a transvestite freak? Is that what we've sunk to? Folks, this is an ugly dude who makes an even uglier chick. RuPaul is a sexually confused deviant who, if its 15 minutes would ever end, would be found in adult arcades looking confused at which butt plug to purchase. RuPaul, if you have nothing important to contribute, then shut your pie hole and go away, freak. Number 4, people from Survivor. Now, I've never watched this show, but everywhere I turn, I'm watching people from Survivor being interviewed. Look, I don't care that you had to eat bugs to survive, or that everybody else in the tribe were assholes, and how you were treated unfairly by the others because you took a crap in the woods like a bear and didn't cover it up. I could care less. Number 3, Tony Hawk. Exactly. Who? The 35-year-old who rides a skateboard for a living. I have listened to Tony Hawk talk. This guy's a retard, folks. Tony always has that dopey and confused look plastered on his mug. Probably because he can't believe that people consider him to be a celebrity. People look up to Tony Hawk because he can ride his skateboard down a stair rail. Tony can jump over a trash can on his skateboard. And most impressive, yeah, got a hell yeah in the back. And where am I? Most of all, Tony can do tricks while riding his skateboard in that toilet paper tube that's cut in half. I can't believe that we are that desperate to give Tony Hawk his own video game. Sad. Number 2, Elvis impersonators. I would love to take every Elvis impersonator, put them in an abandoned warehouse, and blow it up. I love these jagoffs who think that they're Elvis Presley, you know, with the huge sideburns and bad clothes. I just know these losers are fry cooks during the week, but on the weekends, they're the king. Just a piece of advice. Elvis Presley died 25 years ago. Come on, little Mr. Dress-Ups. Join us here in the year 2001. If anybody runs across an Elvis impersonator and he gives you an attitude because he feels as though he shouldn't have to relate to commoners, kick these retards in their hound dog family jewels and tell them to get a grip on reality. And if you Elvis impersonators must insist on imitating Elvis Presley, then imitate the Elvis from August 17th, 1977. All right, we've got some history buffs. Here we go. Number 1 on my list of people who should not be celebrities, Hooters girls. One of the greatest quotes ever to fly out of a dummy hole came from a Hooters girl. I was looking for females to do a wet t-shirt contest for the show a few months ago. I approached a Hooters girl who was already half naked to see if she wanted to participate in my contest. She replied, quote, I don't believe in wet t-shirt contests. They're demeaning. Good for you, airhead. And look at you throwing out 3-syllable words. You're making such progress. I have never, folks, in my life met a friendly Hooters girl. Everyone I've ever come in contact with has put the bitch in bitch. Apparently they think they're some type of celebrity because they're plastered on cheesy merchandise like calendars, videos, posters, coffee mugs, and they're allowed to do autograph signings. Well, let me burst your silicone bubbles. Hooters girls are nothing but stuck-up, legalized prostitutes who serve horny men beer, burgers, and wings. Didn't know we had the Hooters girls in the house tonight either. The only reason they don't jack John off under the table for a bigger tip is because table 16 needs another pitcher of piss water. If anybody watching this show comes in contact with anybody in my list, ignore them. Don't get their autograph, don't tell them how cool they are, and most of all, don't give any of these parasites any money. These are the people who are turning the word celebrity into a bad joke. That's my take, but then again, what the hell do I know? Woo! Yeah.
Did you miss anybody?
I think I pissed off the country there, so that's all right. My guest tonight, he comes in about every 25 shows, and since we're working on the new 75, I thought it'd be great to bring him in. He's missing his other half. But we're gonna run without him. Would you help me welcome the co-host of Nationwide Sports with Rich Perez? Would you help me welcome back to the Cone Zone, Kelly Florendo? Yeah. What's happening,
Nice
sir?
to be here. Nice to...
All right.
Now, I trust, since this is the first show of spring, you told me we were going to talk about Bush.
Bush.
And I assumed you meant the stuff outside, but judging by some of the audience members, I think I'm misled here.
Yes.
Different kind of bush.
Different kind of bush.
I see some mountains out there, but...
I know. There's some nice racks in the house tonight.
Why? Are you kidding?
Yeah. Anyway, so...
You know how you can improve those Peter Coors commercials?
How's that?
Just have him run into Bill McKinney and that other toothless hillbilly.
Oh, from the Deliverance.
I think it'd be a great sequel.
Beautiful. I'm down with that.
You'd see a big spike in their sales, I think.
It's so funny watching this guy. You know, he's walking around the mountains, you know, with his smile. And I love all of you for buying my beer. Shut the hell up.
And back to Hooter girls, too. You know, if you had to run around in a little orange tutu like that, you probably wouldn't be very happy either. And I don't think the gals on the calendars are Hooter girls. I think they're the fill-ins that wear the uniforms.
Gotcha.
I don't think...
I did not know that.
Gals that look that good don't work it.
Sure, they don't schlep bear for
There
a
you
living.
go. There you go.
Excellent. What is your, who do you think should not be a celebrity?
I've had a hard time with Tom Green. I gave him...
Tom Green. So AJ's got a problem with Tom Green as
I
well.
gave him a chance, and I went and made the mistake of seeing Freddie Got Fingered.
Yeah?
Good Lord.
Bad?
I thought we had juvenile humor.
Really?
I mean, it's we're a step above that rat.
Beautiful.
And then I think the weekend before I rented Road Trip or something.
Yeah, I've got that.
I think that's what it was.
I went and bought this video store was having a sale. They were going out of business, so I got the uncut, uncensored version. Get the video that nobody else would allow to see in the theater. It was like 5 extra seconds of tits. Big whoopee.
I don't think it'd have been anything if he wouldn't have started banging the old cocaine.
Oh,
chick.
the Coco.
Yeah.
What's her name? Charlie's Angels, Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Firestarter.
Firestarter, yeah.
There you go.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Hey, they're married, aren't they?
I don't think so.
Are they married?
Yeah. Did they finally do it?
They are.
They finally did it?
Don't talk about a pair to draw to, huh?
Pray for a plane wreck on the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Do us both a favor.
Yeah, see, Tom Green started out where we started out.
DCTV?
Well, but in Canada.
You started out where you still are.
Yeah, well, where we are now.
Cool.
Thanks, Dick.
Just shows
What an a-hole.
cooked in here like we
Look
got
at
cooked
this.
across the...
I am dying.
I thought it was bad jokes that were making us sweat like
guess,
this. I tell you,
yeah.
it's the studio lights.
More seriously.
Wow, I tell you.
Wow.
Another one I really struggle with is who's the fat chick in the afternoon? Not Oprah. I know there's a few of them, but
Ricky Lake.
no. Rosie
O'Donnell. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a real issue, and I think she likes the same set. No, I'm not homophobic,
Right.
but
Yeah, she eats at the Y.
Yeah, and that kind of stuff. And she always
Okay,
talks.
2 people caught it.
She always talks about Tommy Cruise and this and that. It just.
Yeah.
I'm real annoying.
I guess she's real pals with Madonna.
Ah, that's probably how she got her
Yeah,
gig.
sure. Adjust my mic. Okay. Yeah, Rosie. I don't like Rosie O'Donnell. I don't like Oprah Winfrey. I don't like Jerry Springer.
I never had a problem with Jerry Springer. Back when he started, kind of like Morton Downey, if you watched the old Morton Downey show on
yeah.
WWR. It was kind of amusing at first, and I think they ran out of original stuff, and they started going to some of the canned shows. You've only got so many freaks in America, unless I mean, unless immigration doesn't let up, and then
Right.
You'll always have new material. But I'm glad this is edited. You can cut that. You can cut that out. I have no room to talk. Trust me.
Big sports guy. Any sports athletes that you think are overblown as far
Oh,
as celebrities go?
I really don't think so. I mean, shy of Tony Hawk, of course.
Yeah.
He
What the
gets a
hell's
lot of,
that
he
deal?
does get a lot of press on ESPN. But I think that a lot of the pro athletes are good people to look up to. And most of them. There's some bad eggs, but a lot of them do a lot of good stuff in the community. Mark McGuire gives so much to various foundations. He started his own, so on and so forth. And they do a lot of good charity work, much more than a lot of these other people. They do have some off-the-field troubles, but hey, we all do, myself included sometimes. So
Right.
you really can't fault them for that. I don't mind a lot of the pro athletes. You get some of the fringe sports, like we said, Tony Hawk.
Right.
Guys
Tanya
like
Harding.
Yeah, Tanya Harding. Just, I mean, anymore they consider bass fishing a sport.
Yeah,
So
you
you got,
ran that a while back.
yeah,
Bass fishing is a sport. They
Billy
actually have
Bob
somebody,
and
a commentator, go out and cover this.
Jim Nance.
Jim Nance.
He was in
Covered
someone's shit house for a while.
Dude,
Got
who
stuck
did you
on
piss
that.
off to get that assignment?
Yeah, 2 hours of bass fishing. How
God, I
interesting
would have
is
to
that?
I would drown myself if I had that assignment. It'd be over. Yeah, I'd become fish food myself. It'd be over.
I have more of a problem.
Yeah.
I have more of a problem with the wives of maybe some of the athletes that get in.
See, I was going to bring up Lisa McCaffrey,
You do
but,
that.
but since you brought it up,
I didn't mean to
bring
get
it
you
up.
started on that. I know you like to
Oh,
hack
God,
on
I
her.
hate that
but
woman with a passion. Great. Old Lisa McCaffrey. Lisa McCaffrey is nothing but a gravy trainer. It's obvious. If Ed wasn't her husband, I said it before, she'd be a Denny's hooker somewhere.
Pat Boland's wife.
Pat Boland's wife, she's in something
She's
else. She's
another
another one.
She makes every Sunday paper, whatever that glamour
Yeah.
part is or whatever.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Lisa McCaffrey. Well, I got in trouble for that, so I'll kind of lay off that for now. But I actually had somebody call my house after I ran that Lisa McCaffrey smack with you and Rich.
I just haven't had any death threats since I've been on here the last
Yeah,
time.
I
so
don't have any red dots in my house
figured
anymore.
it's time to show up again.
Yeah. But we have to wake the crowd up, though. How do you think we can do that? Who do you think? Yell out a name. Who do you think shouldn't be a celebrity? Okay.
We can edit out the silence.
Sure,
It's
okay.
no biggie.
Come on, who do you think?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq is kind of a piece of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, for a guy that big at 330 pounds, you'd think he'd dominate everything he does.
Right.
When it gets into the side stuff like rap and crap like that.
Yeah.
What was
And
his
he- and
movie, Shazam or
Kazam.
Kazam?
I
something.
said that Kazam resembled the liquid that flew out of my butt after a bad time meal.
No, I never saw the movie, but I don't
No,
think I
it's
really had to
horrible.
see what was going on.
I couldn't make it through. I couldn't get through it.
And there was the two guys from Nickelodeon, made Burger World or whatever. Kel and, well,
I don't
maybe
know
I
who
shouldn't
they
tell
are.
people I watch Nickelodeon. This,
I know. What do you?
you can edit that.
Though, right?
No. Kel and someone.
I don't know who these people.
No
who
one
are
knows.
they?
Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Kel. There you go. You're,
I don't know who they are. Who are those guys? I don't know who they are.
yeah.
Oh, I don't watch
A couple
Nickelodeon.
of smart-ass kids.
Oh.
They do a hamburger
Is
skit.
are they like crisscross or something?
Kind of maybe.
Without the backwards crap?
With hamburger uniforms on.
Oh, okay.
They don't sing as much, and they crave orange soda. Oh, shit.
You need to watch something
I
on
gotta
cable
watch
other
TV,
than
man. I'm
Channel
falling behind
57.
here. But yeah, I agree with Shaq too. Guy makes what, $20-some million a season. He makes 4 out of 10 free throws. I mean, come on.
If that.
If that.
If that. I'll tell you another one that I should be more liberal, but the show Jackass, I'm sure most people
Oh,
have seen
yeah.
it. But did you see the stunt on TV? It was on MSNBC 2 nights ago. The kid, he had his friends drive about 25 miles an hour, ran him over.
Really?
He jumped up in the air. The car hit him at the knees. He went face first into the windshield, flipped up and
Beautiful.
over the car, and landed in the street. And he was laying there like that. And
Beautiful.
went to the hospital, and then, of course, the dad that set his kid on fire who jumped into
The wrestler?
the pool that is now going to, I think he's going to go to jail for a little bit for that. But,
Right.
I mean, people like that do some of the shock stuff to get on. You know, I'm all for stuff like this, free speech and whatnot.
Right,
but,
sure.
you know, some of it shouldn't be publicized.
Right.
Where it just encourages that kind of behavior. Because a kid getting run over by a car,
That's not funny.
it wasn't funny. I watched that. And I thought, man, Axl needs to see this.
I gotta see that. How about the wrestlers that are pile driving each other in their backyards and breaking their necks?
Backyard
I look
wrestling.
at it like, hey, it's population control.
Yeah, it really is.
It's weeding out the
It's stupid.
it's weeding out the IQ lacking.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with that. Keep breaking your necks, kids. You heard it right here. So,
How about Tim
I smell a
McVeigh?
lawsuit from that.
How about Tim McVeigh?
Tim McVeigh,
There's
another
a guy
The
that-
guy wipes out 100 and some people.
And then apparently was going to go for Janet Reno. I read an article the other day.
Well,
but,
see, I'm not against that either.
You know, they give him-
nothing wrong with that.
they give him all the time. He writes a book and give him TV time and let him speak his mind. You know, a lot of these guys do it for the publicity. Why not just lock him up, put him away, and just forget about it?
Why not
I mean,
shoot him in
really.
the head the day he's
Yeah,
convicted?
You
You know.
can learn something from the Middle East.
Now with the
some of that punishment.
with the public execution, I'm all for that too.
I mean, other than if he's a publicity hound that's giving him what he wants, I say just take him to a quiet room, do him in.
Flip the switch.
Mhm.
Excellent. You know who else I'm tired of? The What's Up guys.
Oh, Budweiser commercial.
Oh.
Now, how are you doing it?
Yeah, now
That's
they've got
that,
some
hey.
other. But that is so bad.
It's bad, but it sells. That's all that
Oh.
counts.
Don't even get me started. Who else? Anybody else? Who else? Let's get some feedback. Who else shouldn't be a
Regis
celebrity?
Philbin.
Who?
Regis Philbin.
You know, Regis
Philbin's a good one. Very good. That guy's an a-hole too.
And the clothing he wears.
Ugh.
Crackers.
Like black on black tie on black shirt. And
And it's all silk. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
whatever
Isn't it
that's
like
called.
silk
It's,
or satin or something stupid crap.
I was tired of him with his morning show, and then he does this millionaire thing.
Kathy Lee Gifford's another one.
Yeah,
We're dying up there,
you
aren't
could do a whole, yeah, a little bit. He can edit out this.
That's all right.
No biggie.
Thank God for editing.
You
Thank
could
God
do
we're
a
not
whole,
live.
you could do a whole, yeah, we had trouble over there across the hallway.
Yeah,
live,
we had
I
I just did Nationwide Sports. I went over there.
Brought it over with you.
Technical
I brought it over here, we
difficulties,
did.
screen went out,
We're
sound went out. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, we lost sound.
No wonder we're here.
I know. I feel like we're like whoppers up here, man. We are just roasting. We got to turn that freaking fan
I
back on. But anyway, I'm getting told. Look at this. I mean, I'm a pool.
Yeah, but Roseanne Barr. How about Roseanne?
Roseanne Barr. Well,
she's
she went
kind of
away.
politely faded away, but
Yeah, she took her 15 minutes
and her the construction guy she married that tried.
Tom Arnold.
No, Tom's all right. He's an okay guy.
Who
He's
was the one
funny.
she married?
The one after Tom, her bodyguard.
I
Don't even
don't know.
recall
I
his
haven't
name.
either.
You don't recall
I
his
don't watch
name?
TV. I don't know.
Tried to get a lot of her money when they divorced. She was married to him for like 3 or 4 years.
Not the guy that's on Roseanne. Goodman?
No, not John Goodman. This is a construction worker she married after Tom Arnold. Not a construction worker, but her bodyguard. So.
Oh.
I forget his
I don't
name.
know any of these people.
Axl, I thought you'd be all over that.
I don't know. I don't care about these people.
And then she comes out and says she was abused as a kid, and that's why she's the way she is. And
Yeah.
16 personalities.
Well,
like
how about who is it? Rosie O'Donnell adopting the kids.
Yeah, and
I guess nobody wants to screw her, so she has to
that's
adopt.
Well,
Yeah, that's a given.
I didn't think she took pipe.
She doesn't take pipes.
So
Good
who's going to
answer.
screw her?
That's true.
It's not her fault.
We got to break out the turkey
Yeah.
baster.
Oh,
Anyway.
Axl.
On that note, anything else you would like to say? Before we go and get into some headlines, we are flipping dying up here.
I tell you what
This
I
is
heard.
like the worst I've ever. This is the worst it's been in a long time up
They
here.
said the air conditioning broke.
Is that what it is? The air conditioning in the building
Yeah.
broke?
Tell you what I heard your band here playing Atlas Hunter.
Atlas Hunter, good
They
group.
sounded outstanding. You bring in a lot of good local talent that
Lot
I've
of good
never
local
heard. I
music
don't
in this
know where they play, but you really should get more coverage for the bands that you bring
Yeah.
on. There's a lot of good acts out there
I agree.
that have played here. I hear them across the wall every week when we come out here, and it's
I've had nothing but the best bands on this show.
you've really found some good ones. So,
And God, thank God for editing.
Oh,
Maybe we can edit in some laughs too.
just
anyway.
take that one and replay it over.
I will do that. I'll take like past episodes where people are like pissing their pants.
Yeah, I
And
tell you,
I'll just kind of cut that in.
Maybe it's the subject. I think you
Was it the
covered.
subject?
You covered everyone at the start.
I guess. Did I like I see a lot of people out here going, Jesus.
You really couldn't
you're a
bang anyone
freak."
after that. Although I did watch the ESPN2. I was catching it, and they had some awards where Tony Hawk got a big award, and everyone went nuts. And I thought,
That's wrong.
who in the hell is this
Yeah.
guy for a
This guy's like 40 years old. and he
freaking
rides a friggin'
skateboarder? That's why
skateboard.
all your kids are dropping out of school
Yeah.
to go ride skateboards. What do
Dude,
you
you're
want?
one step above a panhandler.
Yeah.
You know, get a life, get a job. Anyway, Kelly Florendo, Nationwide Sports. Email addresses, real quick.
www.efootball.org.
efootball.org. Get in and talk to Kelly. My quote of the week. You'll like this, sports guy. Bob the Beer Man. You know, some palooka at Coors Field. Palooka. See, we talked about that earlier on your
I
show.
knew I glommed it from
That's
somewhere.
right. I guess this schmo works at Coors Field. This guy is saying that if there's a baseball strike, he's going to walk too, okay? And he said this while speaking in the third person, okay? He said, quote, "With no baseball, where's Bob the Beerman going to work? If Mark McGuire's taking this seriously, maybe Bob the Beerman needs to take it seriously as well. I want to see what's best for the fans in the long run. I might have to retire the can opener."
You'd really wonder who gives a shit what that guy says.
Dude, you
For
slip
there to
beer
be a
for a
quote
living.
anywhere.
You're a step below a Hooters girl, all right? Headlines. If you have a headline, send them to Axl Cones, 1209 Pennsylvania, Suite 8, Denver, Colorado, 80203. If I read your headline on the air, I will send you one of these T-shirts. My first headline has come in from John from Lakewood. Look at Lakewood getting in here. You'll like this one, too. The Denver Broncos signed quarterback Brian Griese to a $39 million contract. That averages out to $86,500 every day he visits the training room throughout the rest of his career. Okay, John, it wasn't your fault, man. That was great.
You still get a shirt,
You still get a shirt. That's right.
even though it sucked. And I get to
Was
pick
it not? Wasn't it not up there, or it just wasn't funny? It was up there. It just wasn't funny. Oh.
How many times
Thanks,
is he going to
Jim.
visit the training room? I was trying to do the math.
That's a lot.
And so he's visiting the...
He's injured a lot. That's basically what that means.
Oh,
Yeah.
the train. I got you.
Training room. Yeah.
I was thinking, wait.
Oh, no.
You
Maybe
wanna
that's
do
why it
that?
wasn't funny.
Yeah. Clarify.
Okay.
All right.
Come on, John, you bastard.
Thanks for the fan over here.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not on camera.
Where are we at here? Where am I? Welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio. The SWAT team will show you to your room. Our buddies in Cincinnati. Speaking of something that's old, what about that riot, huh?
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's good population controller.
Exactly. On May 4th and 5th, an alcohol-free fiesta will salute Cinco de Mayo this year. Being that it will be alcohol-free, only 2 reservations have been made thus far.
It's not the alcohol at Cinco de Mayo, it's the guns you got to worry about.
Yeah, you got to wear your bulletproof
There's always
vest.
shootings.
There you go. You guys will like this one. Okay, it took a Mexican joke to flake the crowd up. Okay. According to Senator Joseph Lieberman, what kids should be doing instead of having sex. There we go. There, now we're warming up. All right, here we go. All right, let's speed it up. Here we go. We're going now. Now watch this one suck balls. Okay. Robert Downey Jr.'s community service to pick up every speck of dirt along Santa Monica Boulevard.
You know, that's another guy you should...
That's another one. He just
you
got
really
busted
get
again.
I mean, I tell you, that guy has a Ned Beatty death wish, doesn't he?
He does. Dude, kill yourself already. You know, you're going to do it anyway. The odds are out. The odds are out on the first player to keel over on the seniors golf tour this year. I have some sad news here. We have some sad news. Rocky from the Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon team committed suicide this week. Unfortunate. Remember Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yes, I do. That's funny. That's a good one.
Isn't that a good shot?
Where'd that come from?
Some magazine somewhere, I don't know. Where are we? Former President Bill Clinton went duck hunting this week. After shooting 2 mallards, he named them Monica and Paula. Okay. Huh?
You want to use that as a start?
Today on Judge Judy. She's another one too, Judge Judy. Ugh. Here you go, Danny. You'll like this one.
No, don't even go there.
No, you'll like this one. Here we see Denver SWAT team members preparing for when the Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup.
Hell yeah.
And finally, is this fucking show over yet?
Boy.
And finally, Colombian police seized 2 tons of cocaine this week. It was 3, but Officer Martinez has a bit of a problem. Okay, now we're rolling. Let's get into the next show. I want to thank Kelly Florendo. I want to know what you think. You can email me at axlcones@yahoo.com. Let me know who you think should not be a celebrity. Next week, we will have a couple of strippers up here taking it off during the monologue. I will talk to everybody next week. Good night.
I need to see that.
Yeah, you got to stick around.